Hello, 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 hello. I am Whisper Bees, and today I am going to film a little ASMR. Get ready with me, do my makeup. Not a tutorial because I'm not good at makeup, and I'm just gonna show you the process of me doing my makeup. I did turn up the sensitivity. There's a button. There's a word for that. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a little sleepy right now. I'm also very paranoid. I'm very paranoid. I've been putting my phone on Do Not Disturb when I film these videos because, obviously, I'm doing ASMR. I'd rather not be disturbed. And I'm really worried that my work is gonna call me in again because once again it's my day off. And sometimes I feel like I'm not allowed to have those. Anyways, let's get on with the makeup. So right now my hair is down and it's really ratty. It's really dry and dead. My hair is destroyed. But I'm just gonna put it up. So that it doesn't get in the way of the makeup. Okay, so first things first, I am going to put some primer on. I am using there's no label on this bottle. All of my makeup is acquired secondhand via my sister because she is a makeup addict, and when she buys something and she's done with it, she just sends it my way, so I get free makeup. This is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. Okay, so now that we've got our primer on, I'm going to put on some foundation. Today I will be using the Born This Way foundation by Too Faced. It is in the shade Pearl. However, Pearl does not seem to be my shade. This is the one that is super orange. So, I'm going to be taking my old crusty, musty, dusty beauty blender. It is wet. My wet, crusty beauty blender. There's definitely several strains of mold in here. But that's never stopped me, and honestly, I think it's so important to strengthen your immune system. This is like a vaccination. It's like I'm just it's survival of the fittest, and if my body can't handle beauty blender mold, then shoot. I don't really have a best practice of applying foundation. I learned to do makeup in the 2016 beauty guru scene. It was awful, so of course my makeup practices are questionable. like so orange. I think it'd be less noticeable if I put foundation on my forehead, but I actually refuse to do that. I refuse to put makeup on my forehead. My forehead is one of the most driest textured spots of my faces. I'm not going to bring attention to that or enhance that if I don't need to. So the foundation will not be touching my forehead. Thank you very much. Okay, it's time for a liquid break. So today I am drinking an oat milk latte from Starbucks. Okay, now I'm going to be doing a little bit of contouring and some concealer. I'm terrible at contour despite my makeup identity being formulated during the contour, Kim Kardashian, big brows, Anastasia Beverly Hills like era. I cannot contour to save my life, but I do it anyways. I wonder if the mic sensitivity being up means that you can hear my little snake bites hitting my teeth. I think it's very satisfying clickety-clack. I get a little dose of ASMR in my day-to-day. It's quite nice. So for concealer, I will be using Anastasia Beverly Hills in the shade Magic Touch. It's super light. I got this from an Ipsy bag. I had Ipsy for about 2 months before I had to cancel it. I canceled it because it was about $15, and then my apartment building finally caught me for not having renter's insurance. And so I had to get renter's insurance, which is $15. So I was like, let me just swap it out. So I'm still spending $15 each month, but I'm spending it on insurance, which I need, instead of mini makeup, which I do not need. Okay. Ooh. It always bothered me when ASMR artists would do that in videos, because that's actually really bad for the product. You are pumping air into the product and decreasing its lifespan and longevity. But it sounds good, so I can see both sides to the argument. Since this shade is so light, I kind of use it as like a highlight. So I put it on the high points of my face, which I want to emphasize. So like my cheekbones, right here. I don't really have strong cheekbones, so I have to pretend I do. And then like my nose tip, obviously. And then my upper lip. And then other than that, I really don't want to emphasize anything else. So I do look insane, and that's okay. Trust the process. We're gonna bring our beauty blender back. And we're gonna blend it out, but not to the point where it disappears. This went into my eyeball. I wear contacts, and now my contact has foundation on it, or sorry, concealer on it, and now I can kind of not see. I like look insane now. This is trust the process, you guys. I'm probably like really bad at makeup, so like that's why this isn't a tutorial, because I don't know what I'm doing. cheekbones. I believe this was also acquired via a Ipsy or epoxy charm of sorts. And then I'm going to be taking this palette. And I'm going to be using one of the contour shades, probably this one. Contour one. I'm going to be carving out my face. I just load the brush up a little bit, and I'm terrible at this, but I just kind of like start. This looks garbage. While I was learning how to do makeup, I was also obsessed with Drag Race, like RuPaul Drag Race. So, and I used to be like really good at makeup when I was younger, and I would hang out with my friends and I'd be like, hey, can I do your makeup? And they'd be like, oh my god, yes, because I was the only one who knew how to do like winged liner. And then I would do their makeup and they'd be so like shocked and disappointed. They'd be like, I look like a drag queen. And I'd be like, be so for real right now, you do not. You wish you looked like a drag queen. You wished you looked as sickening. Anyways, I think people get scared of loud eye makeup. They think like, oh, that's not wearable, that's too flashy. And I'm not really one to talk because I don't wear it outside. But I think if it's fun, it's fun. If you like it, you like it. Just do what you like, you know? It's your face, not anyone else's. I used to draw a lot, and specifically like portraits, like faces, and my favorite thing to do was shading. So to me, contour just feels like shading, but like on a 3D model. So you'd think by that logic, I'd be good at it. No, I'm not. I really only shade or contour my cheeks and my nose, but for my nose I have a different brush. I use a teeny tiny little eyeshadow brush, like a kind of flat, fluffy brush. That way I can get the fine lines that I really want to carve my nose out. This is also another reason why I don't wear my makeup out, because when I do my makeup, I do it from like a front camera, like for a front-facing camera. Like I don't, like if I turn to the side, it's over for me. You see those harsh lines? It's over. I'm going to take the middle shade now. No, I'm not. That's too warm. It's too freaking warm. I'll stick with contour one. This part is always so scary because it's so easy to mess up. Okay, but yeah, I basically just draw 2 lines down my nose bridge just to box that in almost. And then I take more contour under the tip of my nose. Since the foundation dissolved exhausted. Is this any better? Is this any better? Okay, and while I'm letting the powder kind of soak in, I'm gonna do my brows finally. This is my sussy little brow powder palette. It's broken. I have no idea where I got it. Probably that dollar store website. I do still know the website if any of you guys are curious. But I don't think you guys are here for a makeup product, like, recommendation. products, especially face products. I can understand not including it in an eyeshadow palette, but face palettes, I feel like should have a mirror right here. Give me a mirror so I can see what I'm doing to my face. Anyways, I'll be taking this very deep red shade and putting it on my upper cheekbones. I don't put it on the apples of my face because I feel like it drags my face down and I already have downturned eyes, so I don't really want to do that. I like to put it up here because it gives me a very lifted look in the cheekbone area. I like a really strong blush because it's usually the first thing that fades. And then of course I put it on the tip of my nose because there was a brief period of time where I was really into clown makeup. And this is kind of like an homage to that era of my life. I actually have a fear of clowns, so I need that nose to be red. I need it to look like I just came in from the cold. And also I have clown school in 20 minutes. That's the look I'm going for. Yes, this is splendid. Okay, and then now we're going to do a little bit of highlighter. I will be using the Sephora Snow Glow palette. I think it's really pretty. I like that it's got like a rose gold cover. And I adore the colors that they included. Like for highlighters, I've never touched these two. I don't use this blush or this bronzer. And I've never used this highlighter because this is literally darker than my skin tone. But I like that there's a green toned highlighter, a blue toned highlighter, and a pinky one. I have my other personal favorite green tone and blue toned white highlighters. So I usually only use the pinky tone highlighter. And I just take a fan brush and I just coat it and I dust it on the tops of my cheekbones and the tip of my nose. Just a light dusting is sufficient to make it all glittery and shiny. I say that going in for a second heavier dusting. I just like highlighter a lot. I love glitter. Glitter slays. Glitter is amazing. Now my base makeup is done, so I can do the eyes. I think today I wanted to do a little use this brush despite it being the perfect shape because it is green. This is for green looks only. I cannot use a green brush on a purple look. It's gonna look muddy and brown and gray, even though I kind of want gray, but it's gonna look muddy and bad, so I have to find like a blue toned or purple toned brush. Or I could clean my brushes, but that's like a lot of work. This is closer to purple, so I'm just gonna go with it because I mainly just want to deepen my crease right there. This is the BH Cosmetics Take Me to Brazil palette. This was a must-have for me back in the day because I enjoy doing colorful makeup looks. And back then, most of the palettes that were being released were very neutral and like the same shade of brown 50 times. And this one has all the colors. Yay! I love it. You can see that the hot pink shade has been abused. I enjoy doing hot pink looks. I'm gonna take a nice blue purple, a blurple tone if you will, a purblue tone, or an indigo color. If you're a snob and you call things indigo, I call it purblue or blurple. I prefer blurple. eyeshadow and try to smooth out all the bumps. So I'm just gonna take black eyeliner and sorry, not eyeliner, black eyeshadow. And that makes it matte, and it fixes any harsh edges. And then same to the other side. And then now I can pretend that it looks a little better even though it's completely uneven. And part of that is because I have an asymmetrical face, so it's never actually going to be completely even, but we're not going to worry about that. Anyways, I've been really into like doing like an inner corner eyeliner moment, so I'm going to do that as well. Awesome. Okay, now for the final steps. The final steps of my makeup look. Mascara and lip gloss. This is Magic Feather Intense Volume Mascara by Dido. D-I-D-O. Got it from Ipsy. Once again, are we surprised? Not at all. I really like this one because it's got a fan shape, because I am a huge advocate for overdoing your bottom lashes. I think the bottom lashes are so underutilized. I'm very into like the 60s mod makeup look, like specifically Twiggy, how she had those like under lashes, like those, the bottom lashes were super intense. I love that. I think that slays.